It's a weird one. I don't know. This setup was like this was going to be like our setup for like Shiznos, and then we never ended up doing anything with it. We just kind of left it. I changed this actually not too long after, I think, into what you guys would probably remember the most out of at least my channel. Because then I put the TV and the CRT TV like together up against the wall and moved my computer where that one was, and that was what we used, even though we didn't record anything on it. But I mean, it was the like setup. It was the setup. The setup I had. I call it the that's the era in which Seth was living with me. So that was just kind of how it was. Um, I don't really miss it because I had like this setup now. So I mean, that's fine. So 12 worst video game console ripoffs. I know you guys can't see that, but it is a PlayStation 1 with a Famicom. Okay, we gotta watch this.
As long as video games and consoles continue to be successful with consumers, then there's most definitely going to be imitators. From strange Nintendo Wii ripoffs to consoles that aren't even sure what they're trying to imitate, you're watching Gamer Brain, and today on the show, we're taking a look at 12 of the worst video game console ripoffs out there.
The Dreamcast.
Number 12, The Game Child. To start off our list, we have what is possibly
Oh,
the earliest and most blatant ripoff of the Nintendo Game Boy that there ever was. The Game Child was mass-produced sometime in the late 80s with the sole purpose to steal Game Boy sales.
that's only one
The
button.
instruction manual for this thing claims that it's a very fun and challenging piece of gaming hardware, and although that isn't true, the sad reality of
Why
this
is the
console
video
is
on this
that
fucking
it's
look
just a
terrible?
crappy LCD console with one built-in game that happened to come in 3 different variations, including Space War, Desert War, and Football. Freaking football! And none of them were even fun nor challenging, and if Nintendo hadn't released their Game & Watch handhelds years earlier, then this thing may have been cool at the time, but instead it'll just live on as another piece of junk that nobody bought. Number 11. Game Theory Admiral.
Ew! Ew!
Might look like a
Oh
Game Boy
my
Advance
god.
console, it's
Look at
actually
that.
only
Wait,
capable
hold
of
up.
playing
Look at that. That is disgusting. Is that supposed to be a Game Boy? That's a Game Boy Advance. But you can play like Famicom games on it. Look at the D-pad. That looks fucking. Wait a second. You couldn't even fake people and tell them that that was fucking real. This is the Game Boy Advance. That is the Game Boy Advance. That looks terrible. Look, like, for instance, the D-pad and that D-pad look fucking awful. The speaker isn't even correct. There's 3 buttons down here on that thing. There's only 2 on the official one. Who the fuck were they trying to fool? And look how the fuck you played the games. Mind you, this thing, I guess, can play Famicom games, but that is bad. That is really bad.
original Famicom or NES games. But don't be fooled, because this console is built using some of the cheapest components out there.
It looks
and
cheap.
although it is advertised to have a video output to your TV, you'll be playing your games on a fuzzy, washed out 4x3 screen.
No way.
Maybe you want to take this thing on the go with you? Well, if you're a fan of playing games on a tiny screen with a cartridge looming over top like a rooftop, then this is the console for you. And to top off this crap sundae, this console's only compatible with certain games for the Famicom. So, compatibility for the system is anything but perfect.
Why would you just make it play normal Game Boy games? Why would you go all the way and make it be Famicom?
Number 10. Wii Vision.
Oh no! Oh baby. It keeps on giving. What is that controller? Is that supposed to be like, that looks like a PS1, that looks like it's trying to be like a PS1 controller. What is that? What the fuck?
Here it is, the first of many consoles on our list that are attempting to cash in on the success of the Nintendo Wii.
How?
The Wii Vision, as it's called, boasts full HD graphics at an eye-boggling 240 by 240 screen resolution.
Sick,
The games
dude.
the player will find on the console will all be from the NES, because I guess emulation from the Super Nintendo is just too difficult to pull off.
Why are you trying to market yourself as a fucking Wii? My question, if you're trying to say, I mean, even if you are trying to be a ripoff and you're, you know, if you're gonna claim to be a ripoff of the Wii and your console can only fucking play NES games, you can't even try and make that up. You can't even try and lie. That's terrible. At least you could have done like GameCube. Oh, it can play Wii games.
Although if that doesn't make you want to purchase one of these, then prepare yourself because this console can be all yours for $150. I shit you not, this thing costs $150. But hey, they throw in those amazing wireless controllers, so it's definitely a must-buy.
Is that IR? It looks IR.
Number 9, the iDong. As we all know,
That's like
Microsoft's Kinect wasn't as cool as we all thought it would be, but this ripoff set out to copy it anyway, and it actually doesn't do a terrible job. This thing doesn't really
Looks
use
like a
the body
DVD
as
player.
controller though, and rather it uses sensors, reflective pads, and IR lights to identify the controller that comes with it. In saying that, it's more like a Nintendo Wii, but
Okay.
the iDong can also hook into your PC or compatible cable box to play games.
Okay.
The thing that I felt held this console back besides its obvious hardware piracy was its name. Seriously, who's gonna want to buy something called the iDong?
What do you want for Christmas, Timmy?
I want an iDong, Dad.
See? It's not my workout for you. Number 8, PCP Station Advance.
It's that. Oh my god. Why would you call it PCP? Why would you name your fucking console after a drug? Are you serious? Or. That's worse than the fucking Game Boy one. Please tell me they're trying to fucking emulate. If they're trying to emulate a PSP, then that looks fucking terrible. That looks bad. That looks really bad. Jesus Christ. I haven't actually tell the socials a long time, actually. It's kind of nice to hold this thing again. Please tell me this is supposed to be a PSP, because I have no idea what this is supposed to fucking be if it's not a PSP.
An obvious ripoff of Sony's PSP.
Okay.
Let's just get the name right out of the way off the bat.
Why does it have
No,
Xbox
this game
buttons?
console doesn't actually include any PCP with it, nor does it feature
Fuck.
any drugs or paraphernalia in
Damn
any
it.
way. But come on, what can you expect from a console called the PCP Station?
He bought it for
If
10
you guess
bucks.
a crappy LCD game, then you'd be right. This
Are you
thing is barely
serious?
even a console, and in order to play a different game, you actually have to swap out the screen. And speaking of the screen, the backlight literally only comes from one side. They couldn't
I
even
can
make
see
a
that.
proper screen, so there's your indication of quality.
Wow.
I don't think any gamers are asking for a follow-up to the PCP Station anytime soon. Number
Nice.
7, Polystation. The Poly.
Okay. Okay. That's an interesting one because it kind of look. Wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't even know what to say about this one. It's using a PS1 shell, like the PS1, you know, the slim version. It has PS1 looking controllers, but why does it have what looks like Sega Genesis like controller ports? And then they're also blatantly ripping off the PlayStation logo. If I had it over here, they don't have it on this. Do they have it on this? Yeah, they're almost blatantly ripping off the PlayStation logo. Only they have a nice little circle at the bottom. And so, if they didn't get copyright, they're still kicking, selling these poly machines, dude. Let me tell you.
Isn't just a single rip-off console. In fact, the Polystation brand is a whole line of PlayStation rip-offs.
It looks like
It
it.
all started with this one console, and despite its appearance,
That's what the thumbnail was. Yeah, those are Sega Genesis controller ports, and that's a Famicom game.
this system doesn't actually play PlayStation 1 games, and is simply just an NES clone. Some versions of the console came with a cartridge slot on top, and many of them just came with games pre-installed. The box came in a few different variations as well, with one looking like a mashup of the N64 box, and another another that, believe it or not, actually advertised the console as the
Nintendo?
PlayStation. Can you believe that? The
And that's
frickin' box
and then like top right corner, that's the actual PlayStation logo. They didn't even try to change it.
thing says Nintendo.
And Namco.
Damn deceptive
What?
advertising. Just think if one of your parents or grandparents mistook this for the real thing
Wow.
and bought it for you as a gift.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Number 6, PX 3600.
Really? Are you fucking kidding me? I know I keep fucking pausing, but I fucking have to, and they keep showing me fucking trash. Are you fucking kidding me? Is it supposed to be like a PS1 and an Xbox 360, still using Sega Genesis ports? What the fuck am I looking at? Computer video game? Okay.
This console looks like some sort of strange
It even says 9gag.com on it. That's when you know, dude, you're getting a fucking prime fucking system right here, dude.
mashup of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And to top it all off, it doesn't even play cartridge or disc-based games, let alone even have a disc drive. Instead, this thing plays really awful pre-installed titles that seem to look like Atari 2600 games on even worse and unresponsive controllers.
Then what the
that
fuck
could
is
break
the, like
any
the
second
disc
while you're
flap
playing.
door
Well,
open for?
advertised to feature
Like there's a
vibrating
disc door right there.
controllers,
I almost said
one
dick door.
actually
It's a
does,
disc
which
door.
is more of a short and random pulse than anything else. As for the second controller, if you can even find somebody to play this thing with, you're out of luck because it doesn't function at all, let alone vibrate. Clearly, all the production budget for this thing went into making the
20
disk
bucks.
drive that they forgot to put in.
Looks like it, or 19 pounds. I don't know.
Number 5, Neo Double Games. This infamously awful console is clearly a ripoff on Nintendo's DS line, with none of the cool features that the DS had. And in case you didn't notice, this thing doesn't actually play cartridges.
It plays
either.
LCD games.
Instead, just like the PCP station, you're again
And
required
it
to
even
take
says Street Fighter. Jesus fuck.
the screen and swap it to play other games. The bottom screen doesn't even function. It's merely there to make this terrible knockoff look more like the console it's trying to imitate. The games on the Neo Double Games are exactly what you'd expect. Crappy LCD games featuring a barely recognizable character and crappy backlighting that all LCD games have.
Soccer,
Did I
dude.
mention that none of the
Yeah,
games are
bro.
even in the least bit fun? Number 4, Chintendo V. Originally released in 2007 by Chinese developer Jungle Tech, the Chintendo V, you heard that right, is of course a ripoff of the Nintendo Wii. But unlike other console ripoffs, the people over at Jungle Tech actually developed some games for the thing.
Yeah?
Which is pretty surprising to me because most of these cheap consoles rely solely on emulation. But if you couldn't already tell, all the games they developed were pretty terrible, and the components used to make this thing seemed like they were literally the cheapest ones available.
That looks
The Wii
terrible.
actually has motion control and volume controls as well, although honestly none of that matters when you're playing games that rival even the worst games on the Super Nintendo.
Shit.
Number 3, Polystation.
They made 3 of them. Oh no. Oh baby. Is that supposed to be a PS3 looking thing? Oh no. Built in. Look at that shit down there, dude. What is that? 999 in one games? What is that? Is that like a million? Is that like well over like a billion games? They're pretty much trying to say they have in fucking a lot of games. That's an afternoon worth of that, dude. That's fucking. You fucking better order some fucking takeout, dude. You're fucking busy. Holy fucking shit. That is awesome. Jesus. I bet it's just like the same, probably, 3,000 games that are just retitled and put, fucking in a loop. They just have different names every single time. Jesus. Look at that PS3. Dude, look at that, man. See, fuck the PS3 controller, dude. Fuck this, dude. Fuck this thing right here. Who needs this when you can get that? This thing. I feel like a pussy just for holding this thing. Jesus.
You thought we were done talking about Polystation consoles?
Nope.
Nope.
Still going.
Just when you thought the Nintendo Polystation couldn't get any better, they come out and release a PlayStation 3 version. The screen folds out from the disc port, so forget about playing
Oh,
any of those
shit.
PS3 games that you had sitting around.
Wait, it's a built-in screen. That's kind of cool, but it's still kind of shit. That's still pretty shit. Also, that's not really like usable. I guess that's kind of cool. It's a cool concept. But if you still suck, look at the triggers on that thing. Look at what, like, okay. Look at this part of the controller, the fucking joysticks. Look at that. What is that? That is not a fucking analog stick. Jesus, that's not an analog stick. That's disgusting.
The player is given a tiny controller that will seriously fit in the palm of your hand, along with 2 analog sticks that are replaced with a start button and a B button for whatever reason.
Ew.
I'll even mention
Ew.
the PlayStation 2 because it was just the same console, but the screen had no backlight. I mean, for such a technological marvel as the PlayStation, you'd expect them to include such a luxury as a backlit screen. All you need to get this thing going is 3 AAA batteries, so you better start saving up your pennies if you want to play this thing. Number 2, the Ouyi.
The Ouyi. And it's a fucking PlayStation looking console, and it uses an Xbox fucking controller.
Today on the show, we're gonna try something a little bit different and play a game called Find Something on This Console That's Original. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Got me.
Did you find something? I didn't think so. This is the Ouyi, not the Ouya. It popped up online in mid-2015, and as if the PlayStation 4's design wasn't ripped off enough, the creators decided to also use the Xbox One's side grill as well. As
Oh
for
yeah,
the
they are.
controller, It's basically an Xbox One controller
Okay.
with some of the buttons moved around, but man, they weren't even trying when they made this thing. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is a console that exists in 2017.
And what does it fucking play?
Number 1. Mega Drive Extreme. Is it an original Xbox? Is it a Sony PlayStation?
I don't know.
Nope. This is the Mega Drive Extreme.
It looks like an
Gotta
original
hand it to the
Xbox.
makers of this console for telling you exactly what type of games you'll find on this.
Lion King 2?
Because for those of you who don't know, the Mega Drive is actually what we over here in North America called the Sega Genesis. As for the Extreme part, I'm assuming they just threw that in as a selling tactic, and how could that not make you want to buy this amazing technological advancement? Like the console name suggests, you can of course only play Sega Genesis games on this thing.
Nice.
But the controller is some sort of weird mashup of the PlayStation and Sega Genesis 6-button controller designs.
It's fucking
Seriously,
stupid.
This thing has 6 buttons placed seemingly by a blind man all over the face of the controller. You'll sometimes find this thing packed with a light gun for all those shooting game masterpieces that this console offers.
Oh, dude.
But as you guessed, it's the
Nice.
same shoddy quality as every other console on this list. Ugh, 12 of the worst
That was really bad. That was disgusting. Wow. Okay. Well, those fucking exist. I think the one that totally blew my mind was probably the Game Boy Advance looking thing where you play Famicom games, and there's no way you're gonna fucking sit there and play it like this without, it fucking doing one of these or just falling out completely. The PSP one was pretty PCP, dude. You want to do some fucking PCP? I'm not talking about drugs, you fucking addict. I'm talking about the fucking game system. Jesus fucking Christ. The Soldier Boy console? Yeah, I'm surprised it actually was on there. I think that was before though. This is June 2017. Actually, it's funny because it says worst Soldier Boy consoles ever. Because he has like, what, 15 of them or something? How do you spell it? Is it just Soja? Yeah. Oh no. Soldier Boy console. Are you seriously? GamerX made a fucking before you buy for Soldier Boy's fucking console. Nice, dude. Fucking awesome. Dude, this was a good lesson. This was a good lesson in fucking history apparently, because these consoles. I think one was was $150. The guy was saying. So I mean, obviously, yeah, they know what they're doing. Damn, that's pretty fucking bad. That is pretty bad. I don't know why they all use the fucking Sega Genesis fucking controller port. I don't get it. I mean, like, even like the Retro Duo and the Retro Trio, which can play Nintendo and Super Nintendo, they use Genesis ports, controller ports for them. I don't know why. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe it was most optimal. I really don't know. I'm honestly very confused to this day. Yeah, we're gonna go play some fucking video games now, because I need to fucking recover from that shit. No, I don't think we're going